it's me, ColorMeCassie, and today we're going to go through all of my year-round favorites for 2015. And I have got quite, well, not like a ton of stuff, but I've got quite a lot of stuff to go through today. So we're just going to try to go through it fast and let you guys know everything that I've been loving this whole year. So let's just jump right into this thing. So I'm going to start out with face products, but the first foundation I really want to talk about is the Revlon Color Stay 24-Hour Foundation. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I've been using this for my makeup artistry clients. And I just think this is the best long-wearing flawless foundation you can get at the drugstore. And this is not necessarily the best on every single skin type, but this foundation is the most widely workable foundation out there. And what I mean by that is that this foundation works great for people with oily skin, it works great for people with dry skin. It's not too drying, but it's also not dewy. It's kind of a medium finish, not completely matte. This foundation works for a variety of skin types and stays on a very long time, which is why I use it for bridal. So if you're looking for a foundation to stay on all day and to wear a very long time that photographs beautifully, this is a really good one. The second foundation I want to talk about is the Maybelline Better Skin Super Stay Foundation. The reason I want to talk about this one is because this foundation is supposed to make your skin better. It's supposed to get rid of breakouts and kind of even out skin tone and that kind of thing as you wear your foundation, which I think is really cool. But this foundation really doesn't clog my pores. It seems to be making my skin better. I don't have as many breakouts when I'm consistently using this foundation, which I think is awesome. Next thing I want to talk about is my Scandinavia Makeup Setting Spray. And this is the bridal finishing spray, and I have just been loving this. I use it on my clients, I have one for myself, and this just makes your makeup stay on forever. And also, if your face is feeling kind of powdery and you spray this all over the face, it just makes everything look really nice and blended together, really flawless, really photo finish. This is just amazing stuff right here. Next, I'm going to talk about some powders that I've really been loving. First one is NYX HD Studio Loose Powder. I have been loving this for bridal. I love it because it's a translucent powder, so it will work on a variety of skin tones. It's super fine. It kind of even feels like cornstarch. I don't know, is that weird to compare it to? But it's just like this really tiny, fine powder, and it blends everything seamlessly. The next powder I've been loving is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I'm an oily girl. My face is like a vat of oil, and you could cook french fries with it. But with this powder, my oil stays at bay all day long. So if you're an oily girl like me, you will love this powder. Next thing I'm going to talk about is not necessarily like a face powder, but this is a highlight. Everyone on YouTube knows about Mary Luminizer. I'm wearing it right now. It is life. Seriously, do you see that? It is life. Yeah, I almost broke life. I am jumping around a little bit. I think I'm going to talk about concealers next. There's really only two concealers that I have to talk about today. And that's mainly because I kind of stick with one thing with concealer until I completely run out and then I move on. The concealer I was using for the majority of the year this year was the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I think this is a really great concealer, possibly the best one at the drugstore. It just is really creamy, really liquidy, and just kind of gets in and covers stuff up without being super thick and heavy, which I love. If you think there's something better out there at the drugstore, please let me know in the comments down below, because I'm always looking for a cool concealer to try out. The next concealer I would like to talk about is the Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay. Holy cow, I love this concealer. I don't even know how I functioned before I had this concealer. It is just so high coverage and yet so lightweight and so thin. I don't know. It's just, it is the best concealer I have ever tried. To be fair, I have not tried the NARS creamy concealer that everybody loves, but I know that I love this. So if you're wanting to try a concealer, I highly recommend this one. Next thing to talk about while I'm talking about little tubes of things, this is my only lip favorite for the year. I have lots of lip stuff that I use and I like to jump around a lot, but I think the lipstick I've been reaching for the most is ColourPop's Ultra Matte Lip in Tulle. And I love this color when it's on. It is darker than this. This is not what I'm wearing now. I'm wearing Beeper now because I liked how it looked with the eyes. But this is a fabulous color and I love it, and it's probably my favorite out of all of the ColourPop colors I have. And if you want to see all of those colors swatched, I did do a lip swatch video, so if you guys want to see that, I will link it in the description box down below. Next, I think I'm going to go through some beauty tools. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is brushes, and I have some favorite brushes, some brushes that I reach for all the time, and these are them. And all my brushes are dirty, I'm sorry, that's because I use them and I love them. The first one is a face brush. It is the Morphe M439. This is the face buffer brush. And everybody loves this on YouTube, and I just have to agree, I love it too. It is really dense, so it doesn't soak up a lot of your product, and it's a really big brush, and it doesn't take that long to blend out my foundation, and it blends out flawlessly, so I love this brush. The next brush I have to talk about is an eye brush, but I believe this was the first Sigma brush I ever purchased. It is the tapered blending brush, the E40, and I use this pretty much every single day I do a full face of makeup. It is just a nice, big fluffy brush, and it really works for blending out everything seamlessly and awesomely, and I love it. Okay, next eye brush I need to talk about is my Sigma E60. It is a large shader brush. It just really is good for packing on color on the lid. I love it for that. I think it's really great. It really puts the pigment down. Love it. The next brush I have to talk about is my Sigma E25. The Sigma E25 is a small blending brush. It is white, but I love this brush for really putting color in the crease and blending it around and stuff. I think that's awesome. The last brush that I have is the Sigma winged liner brush. It is the E06. I love this thing. I didn't get it until the end of the summer or something, but this winged liner brush is like this tiny little angle brush. And it just, oh, it makes wing eyeliner so easy. I love it. I use it with gel eyeliner and it rocks my socks off. Another favorite. I have been repurchasing this non-stop. I have to have them in stock. They are e.l.f. makeup wipes. And they are so cheap. They're like $3 for 20 wipes. It's that big. I always get them when e.l.f. has their 50% off sale, because how can you not get 20 wipes for $1.50? I don't know, but I love these wipes. I think they're awesome. Next, beauty tool, kind of. I have been loving my Sally Hansen gel polish. I've always had really thin fingernails that break super easy, and my mom bought me this gel polish kit for my wedding when I got married a couple years ago. And I used it for a while, and then I didn't use it for a really long time. And then recently this summer my brother got married and I was a bridesmaid in that wedding, and we went and we all got our nails done at the salon, and they were gel nails and they were really nice, but my nails stayed long forever. And so after I took that nail polish off, I took out my gel kit and I painted them again, and my nails stay long. Whenever I want my nails done nowadays, I crack open that gel kit and do my nails. I don't even know what order we're doing this in now, but I've got two eye kind of products. The first one is the Maybelline Eye Studio gel eyeliner. I love this gel eyeliner. I've been using it forever. I will repurchase it continuously till the day I die. Another thing, everyone is going to for sure know this product. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. I love this. It makes it so easy to sculpt your eyebrows in the way that makes them beautiful and awesome. So I love this. This is in the medium brown color, which is a nice ashy shade. It's what I have on my eyebrows right now, and I love it. Speaking of eyebrows, I want to talk about the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I talked about the Dip Brow Pomade. I love the Dip Brow Pomade, but it takes a while to do. And on those mornings when I just have to run out the door and be like, I barely have time to do anything, but I can do my brows, this is so handy. With the Brow Wiz, I can just like comb through them and draw them on and then comb through them again, and I'm ready to run out the door. And this really should have gone with the face powders. Guys, I suck at favorites videos. But one of my favorites lately has been the e.l.f. blush palette. And by lately, I mean this whole year. I bought this blush palette this year, and these blushes are the most pigmented freaking blushes I have ever touched in my entire life. And then I have to go in with like a powder to dilute the blush because it's so pigmented. So with these e.l.f. blushes, you really have to have a super light hand, but they're so pigmented and so worth it, and I love them. Okay, we're finally to the eyeshadow palettes. The eyeshadow palettes are the last thing in my favorites, and I have to get these done for you guys. So the first eyeshadow palette I want to talk about, oh, just kidding. I have one more face product for you guys, and that is the Lorac Pro Contour Kit. And I have just been loving this thing, especially for makeup artistry. I just love the tones, they're very ashy. It's a great contour kit, and I do love it. So, the first eyeshadow palette I want to talk about is my favorite eyeshadow palette for bridal, and that is my Lorac Pro 2. So my Lorac Pro 2 palette is perfect for bridal because you have some nice purples in there which go great on everybody, some very great shimmers. There's beige here, which I love using as a highlight, rosé, which is this wonderful rose gold color. Next is mocha right here. It's a great dark shimmery color for brides who want a little bit more of a dark look, or for darker skin tone brides, it looks gorgeous on them as well. This is an awesome palette. It's got a great transition shade right here. I could probably just bring this to bridal and I would be fine. My next palette that I want to talk about is my Kat Von D Shade to Light Eye palette. And this is a palette of matte shadows, and it is just really such a gorgeous palette. It has warms, it has cools, it has neutrals. It's such a pretty palette. So if you are the kind of person who likes to eye contour, then this is a great palette for you. If you like to do the black smoky eye, this is also a great palette for you. It's basically a great palette for anyone who loves mattes, and I do. One last favorite. Recently, when Haute Look had Morphe on sale, I purchased two palettes. One of them was a shimmer palette, and one of them was the 35W palette. I have been loving this palette because it just has gorgeous colors. But this has a variety of matte and shimmer shades, and they're all warm. Just a wide variety of beautiful colors. A lot of really rich shimmers. I don't know, it just has great colors. It has great colors and they're beautiful. I do think I will be depotting these eventually because there are a couple misses in this palette, but for the price that I got it for, which I think was $15 or something to that effect, this is a killer palette. Like killer, like there's nothing better for that price. That was all of my favorites for the year of 2015, guys. It's crazy. In the month of February, I will have been on YouTube for a year, and that is just insane to me. That's completely insane to me. If you could pick one favorite for the year of 2015, tell me what it is in the comments down below, because I would love to find some new great things. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a big huge thumbs up because I'd love to know what kind of videos you guys like to see. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so by clicking that button right up in there because I'd love to have you be a part of the ColorMeCassie family on the internet. And as always, I love you guys and I'll see you next time. Bye! Today we're going to go... The reason I want to talk about this one is it's really does not clog my phone. Why can't I talk today, guys? Why can't I do it? I'll just go down here and hide. Is my Skindia, especially with fast and I really need to get a different shade because this is totally too dark to Oh my goodness, I keep burping for no reason. Ugh, drop things. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna talk about some things.